For longtime realtor Bobby Sisk, business is booming.
I personally had a record year.
The past year proving to be his highest selling year yet, despite the pandemic.
We thought when the pandemic hit, Sarah, that we were probably going to see a slowdown, and we did for probably a month or so. The month of March, the month of April of last year, and then really by May and June it picked back up.
And now in 2021, the real estate market even busier, making the hunt for a new home quite an endeavor for some.
It's competitive, and so we understand that, and we're not going to blow out our budget just to land something.
Michael Hopewell and his wife relocated to Charlotte from Southeast Asia shortly before the pandemic to be closer to family.
Before then, we could go see the other one that you mentioned.
It's their first time buying a home.
We don't really have much to compare it to, but based on the experience that we were expecting, it's definitely been a little bit more compressed in terms of the timeline for each individual house. With the amount of interest we're seeing in the houses that we're looking for, it means we have to make a decision pretty quickly, usually within 24 hours of seeing a house.
Chances are, if you're seeing one of these in your neighborhood, it may not last long. Charlotte is now ranking number 3 in the housing market. Here's why. According to Realtor.com, Charlotte ranks nationally right behind Sacramento and San Jose. The median home price, nearly $370,000. Many buyers from out of town.
You're competing maybe with 10 or 20 people who are moving from New York and LA and other places across the country who are coming here. So that, poised with a lack of inventory of homes and condos for sale, is what's leading to this kind of high demand and back into multiple offer situations, which is what we saw back when I covered real estate years ago in 2005 through 2007 or 8.
Sisk says Charlotte's cost of living attractive to people working from home, no longer bound to big city living.
The other thing that we've really seen is people who are in small spaces. They were either renting small spaces or living in small houses who are like, okay, not only are my wife and I or my husband and I home working, our kids are here right now too, and this is the time to make a transition while interest rates are so low to go ahead and kind of buy the dream house.
Mortgage lender Chantel Maddox recently moved from an apartment to her newly purchased home in Southwest Charlotte.
With this process, it actually took me about 31 days from start to finish.
That was quick. And you say that's because you knew going into it exactly what you wanted.
Absolutely. I think I looked at 4 houses total, and this house kind of just, when I came in, it just kind of took my breath away.
But she says not everyone is so lucky. The so-called seller's market creating bidding wars among anxious buyers.
I've seen people who have written letters that have included their kids, their dogs, what their house, the new house they're trying to purchase have meant to them.
To speed up the purchase process, Maddox recommends a few tips. To get started towards owning your next dream home, be sure to keep your credit in good standing, save for a down payment, pay all credit card payments on time, and avoid any new credit inquiries.
Anyone that is doing, going about trying to get a home, take a chance. It's worth it. It means a lot once you're able to do it. Because you feel so much better in your own space. It's not a hard process. Make sure that you talk and answer all the questions or ask all the questions that you need to.
Yeah, this was a whole edition on the back at some point. Okay.
For Michael and his wife, the search for the perfect home continues. In the meantime, they're hopeful their dream of becoming homeowners will soon become a reality. For Carolina Impact, I'm Sarah Colon Harris.
We hope you enjoyed the story. If you don't want to miss any more great stories about the Charlotte region, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.